socialism. Not socialism.
Every word of that
fascism
was just clear to me.
So
every single syllable was just like, ugh.
Quick north, and that's it. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm from the Midwest, sir.
There's a town in West Virginia called Big Ugly.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
I love these facts so much.
Dude, there were legit 5 jokes running through.
Imagine right now
Where you come from? Big Ugly.
Yeah, that checks out. That ain't surprising at all.
Big, ugly West
Just look at your
Virginia.
ID. Are you the mayor?
Because, like, even, like, out of context, it's just like big, ugly West Virginia. It's like, hey, our state isn't that bad. It's like, no, I'm just saying a city. It's a place that exists.
Big Ugly, comma, West Virginia. Oh, I would hate it.
Oh, legitimately.
Imagine you're a basketball star hailing from Big Ugly, West Virginia.
Nintendo absolutely knows about the internet Triton because like a couple months after the Bowsette thing happened, they changed the crown description. It was just like, only Toadette can wear this crown. So it's just like, kill that noise. Martin Luther King Jr. a C in his public speaking class during his 2 semesters in seminary school.
Who is that teacher?
Who's the dude?
Okay, is it a white teacher? And is that the reason why? Who was the dude that... Because you know you gotta wake up one day and just 20 years later...
That must change everything.
And I gave him a motherfucking C.
He wrote the I Have a Dream speech in school. He's just like, why are you writing about dreams? Dreams are for children.
You'll never make it, Martin. This is trash.
Or does the dude wake up like, yeah, my C incentivized him to get better?
Y'all know I was his teacher.
Yeah.
And I told him that I was pushing him to do better.
Apply yourself.
Oh my goodness.
You can go one or two ways with that way. Either A, I'm a fraud, or B, I'm inspiring people so hard that I inspired the civil rights movement. Just through my teaching.
It's just some like physicist teacher in like the 30s is like, oh man, look, I'm looking through all these old papers that I got, physics papers. Look at this D- I gave to this kid named Albert Einstein.
Oh, no, surely that can't be the same one.
Dude, imagine Stephen King in a creative writing class. And it's like, C-, sir, your adjectives, I don't know what you're doing. A dog with rabies, what's up? In Tupac in math class, the teacher just comes up, Tupac, what I tell you about white raps in class? You're not gonna make it with this. You need these numbers. Get some bucks in you. And then 4 years later, you gotta dance around to slip up. You want the clothes making it. You know I taught Sue Tupac. Oh, dude, I would never sleep.
I'd be shaking.
The PS5 in a year has outsold the Wii U's lifetime sales.
Y'all leave the Wii U alone. Try his best.
Hey, consumers did.
Accurate.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
Early
Yes, it is.
adopter.
Exactly what we're going for.
Oh, dude, I will never forget that woman with all them Wii U's in the back of her car, thinking she was gonna flip them boys.
Oh, someone tried to do that near you guys?
No, it's a viral picture.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
You never seen it?
No.
Oh, dude, I'll look it up.
I think I've seen this.
It's unfortunate. Let's see what else we got. Well, actually.
Yep, all I had to look up was Wii U woman.
Wii U woman. Oh, this is gonna be
Get
good.
some. Get some, y'all.
See, Wii U.
No, I already got it now. For you.
Oh, okay.
Where's it going?
He posted it in chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Scalper beautifully boned.
And those are like even. Ooh. There's probably like 2 per box in the boxes behind her too. Yikes.
Boys in the back seat and everything.
Yeah, you can see him on the console. Dude, this is at least 10?
She's like, this is my retirement.
Yeah, she thought she was gonna flip these for double because remember the Wii was having supply issues, so this is the next console of the Wii, so why wouldn't I do it?
She didn't find it odd that she can buy in 15 of them?
Day one in the store.
Yeah, I was because of like what the day I went through trying to get a Wii when it first came out, where I lucked the fuck out. By someone's generosity, which where's that in this world? Where I was just so concerned about getting a Wii U day one, where I just walked into GameStop. I'm like, you guys go Wii U's? Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, no waste there, bruh.
Yep.
Remember at my GameStop, they had a tower of them built just for people to grab and go.
Yeah,
Why you ain't even gotta pay, Pimpin'? Just go ahead and take it.
Because they thought it was gonna be another Wii situation where they were just gonna fly off the shelf. They probably overstocked and everything.
Oh yeah, GameStop for real had that problem.
Please take these. We need to put we have another display that we need to put here.
$100 off, please, anybody.
Can I get this keychain? Absolutely. And here's
Scott.
your complimentary Wii U.
I'm good.
Wii U featuring the upcoming great title, Zombie U. Remember that one? That was one of their big
They
hype
ported it.
titles.
They ported
Yeah,
it
they
to like
ported it.
PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation 4. It was on PlayStation Plus.
I played it at a con. That was a fun game.
It was decent. I got it because it was a launch game.
I will just never forget that trailer. Everybody's just like, end? What?
Oh, I remember Mike hyping that bullshit up. Oh, I remember. It's so innovative where you're just like a zombie's coming and you gotta look down and go shit, 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 and try to get your thing as opposed to pause, find item. Oh, I remember you hyping that bullshit
Yeah.
up. Oh,
Oh, wow, yeah. I'm having flashbacks to that now, too.
oh man.
It's a lot better in the Zelda games that came out for Wii U. Having the menu management there.
I minored in history with a focus on the development of Western European socialism. Not socialism,
Every word of that
fascism.
was just lit to me. I
So-
mean, every word, every single syllable was just like,
I'm
ugh.
quick north and that's it. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm from the Midwest, sir.
There's a town in West Virginia called Big Ugly.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
I love these facts so much.
Dude, there were legit 5 jokes running through my mind.
Imagine right now where you come from. Big Ugly. Yeah, that checks out. That ain't surprising at all.
Big, ugly West
Just look at
Virginia.
your ID. Are you the mayor?
Because like even like out of context, it's just like big, ugly West Virginia. It's like, hey, our state isn't that bad. It's like, no. I'm just saying a city. It's a place that exists.
Big ugly, comma, West.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 274. Triton, I hate to be the
Yeah.
bearer of bad news, but
Here. Hello.
Ralph is here.
And that is indeed bad news.
I'm just curious why you thought we forgot.
We didn't.
What train of thought led you to thinking that we forgot. It is indeed the whole gang. Hello, Alex. So, this week was like nothing happened.
Good.
Well, nothing.
Of the nerd variety.
Yeah. The world keeps trying to burn down.
We're
What?
helping it along.
What, to post the thing? Yeah, it just so happened that is when I posted the thing. And I always start 10 minutes before. So, still have no idea. Anyways,
Nothing happened this week. India and China are not running military drills during Russia's Ukraine fucking invasion. That's not an issue.
Did not know that.
Oh, yeah, no. China and India have sent a large amount of troops over to Russia to perform military maneuvers after being told not to by the world governments because Russia is still invading another nation.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show that they are fully still in support of Russia, which is kind of a bad thing militarily. Because that just goes to show that if push comes to shove, China still has Russia's back, and that's not good.
Gotcha. The Ralph History Corner.
How do you forget it's a thing?
Let us know when they invade America so I can just jump in front of the bullet. Because we're done.
See, I don't think
We're
that's
done.
I don't think that's how that's gonna go down.
We have no idea how anything is going to go down.
I mean, we have Dark Brandon pulling up some serious American quote unquote inspiration. So we'll see what goes down in this country. I mean, Trump's going to jail soon, so hey.
Oh, for a long time.
Knock on wood.
For
There's no wood to
time.
He's definitely going to be knobbing some wood.
Rudy Giuliani would.
Tokyo Game Show? There could be many TGS's, but that's the first one that came to mind for me.
EGS.
But
Tokyo Game Show.
Cyberpunk bodies? Yo, that we're a good bit away. We are a very good bit away from that.
Not if Elon Musk has anything to say about it. Get them implants.
He has nothing to say. He's an idiot.
He can't stop Teslas from literally exploding into flames randomly anymore. The man
Somebody
can't
did
do
the
anything.
self-driving Tesla. They did a test with it, and it just ran over some dummy children every time. Just ran them over.
They didn't sense a heartbeat, so it's fine.
It's supposed to sense like the outline. The camera's supposed to see like the outline and stuff. Nope.
It's fine.
I only
fine.
use mine on the highways
Fuck them
where
kids.
people typically are not.
I wonder what Mike's body count is for children murder.
Shh. I told you to never bring that up.
We can't lose this guy. He has the only house any of us can stay at.
For now, yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, so to get on to the very minute amount of nerd news and anything else that we want to fucking talk about, before that, of course.
First question first I have. Has anybody here actually watched Rings of Power besides you, Mike?
Well, first, the weekly reminder.
Oh, right.
Before we get into a damn topic.
that exists, right.
Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Wear your mask. Get your vaccines. Support body autonomy. Support Ukraine. Trans Lives Matter. Anything else?
At this point, I have no idea anymore.
Just be a nice person.
Stop being garbage.
Nice
It's
is
that
fake.
simple.
Oh. Anyways,
But
I've
as far as the Rings of Power goes, I haven't even seen Lord of the Rings, so why would I?
That's why I'm saying, why are we talking about Rings of Power? I haven't watched it yet. I know none of you have watched it yet.
I have not watched it yet.
Say-
Plan to though.
Exactly.
I know that. Was that intro real?
No, that was for a magazine.
Thank God, because I saw that and I went, "There's no way y'all are spending $7 trillion and outputting this."
I know.
Yeah, I have no interest in all this supplementary content of things. Like whenever the Game of Thrones thing is gonna come out, I'm not
It's already
gonna
out.
care. Yeah, I don't see. I didn't even know it. That's how much I don't care. Whenever, if they ever came out with a new like Lost, I wouldn't care.
That's dead. That's a casket, homie.
No, it's not. Because nostalgia is a monster.
But people had the nostalgia of the ending.
The 4400 came back.
Did it have a bad?
Oh
ending?
yeah, it did.
It
Didn't
got
it?
canceled.
Yeah, so it didn't have an ending.
I forgot
That's the
existed.
difference.
No, it was
between,
a reboot though.
But that's the difference between this ending real bad and
Game
didn't
of
even get
Thrones
an
was the
ending.
same thing though. People hated that it ended.
Hey, you know
It was
what?
bad,
True
dude.
that. Hey, you know
it was
what?
bad.
Why don't I just shut the up?
Yo, Disney Star Wars. All those horrible movies. Do you think the next one won't do at least 800 million in the box office?
I don't think that they're looking for 800 million though. Not after a string of 3 straight billion movies. It wasn't 3 straight billions of the main line because I don't know what like Rogue One. I know Solo. We ain't gonna talk about that.
But a lot of that was on the backs of a foundation that was already planted with the Skywalkers and all of that.
Yeah, but so was Rogue One because that's the whole.
Yeah, but they know that's a side thing. That's just a prequel thing. I'm talking about whenever they come out with a new, this is Star Wars Episode 10. If they have to start essentially from scratch,
I think that it will. I don't think that it's a guaranteed 800. I think that it will greatly depend on the people behind it, the directors, the writers, all that stuff.
no. You have not seen the Star Wars convention nerds, but dude.
Oh, I absolutely have.
Hey, how well did
we talked about that dumb hotel thing that's just like
Jesus Christ.
The fake windows.
Oh man, that just angers me every time I think about it. Bunch of nerds stinking up the joint.
Okay, people hated the prequels, and even Episode 3 made 800, almost
Is that
900.
accounting for inflation?
It probably not actually. Yeah.
I can totally. And I mean, like, just think about it too. They hated the prequels, but now they're looked upon so fondly, given time.
Ugh.
You see,
You see what I'm saying? That's
That is true.
episode 2, homie. You see that drop?
That was a drop.
um,
God, Star Wars sucks, yo.
It's not. You don't got them pockets. It's not a guaranteed we in your pockets.
And I think that was part of the issue with like Bats v Soups because they expected a guaranteed win, but it fumbled so hard out the gate that people were, what's going on? Correct course.
You think people will see Flash for the goof?
Yes. Because I will see Flash for the goof. I might legit go up to the manager and go, I don't want to support this. Can I buy a ticket to something else? And you let me go into the Flash.
I'll pay double for something else.
I'll buy 2 tickets to something else. What's struggling?
wow.
But that movie it might legit never come out.
Yeah,
They should just plop it on HBO Max and say, shut the fuck
they're
up.
they're going on that apology tour and I'm
It's
getting
not a
counseling
tour.
for my mental
It's
health
not
or
a
whatever.
tour. It's an apology tweet.
It's up the block and back.
It's a corner store run.
Hey, my bad, y'all. Dang.
It would be.
You can't kidnap children more.
It's an apology book signing. Just one Barnes and Noble. Yo, my bad.
it would be a tour, but Ezra Miller can only go so far from his home premises. Otherwise, his ankle bracelet will start beeping. You know, you can only go so far.
He's got a home apology press conference. All right, gather around, y'all. I can't go too far. I'm sorry.
More steps this way. More steps this way. Oh boy.
Yes, he did kidnap people, Triton.
Kidnapped, assaulted. You name it.
Groove houses, robbed, assault.
Yeah. Just he only has a few more check boxes to complete the bingo, but there's some pretty egregious check boxes. Oh boy.
Will they ever work in Hollywood again?
It's gonna be.
I mean, actual Hollywood. I'm not talking about the Gina Carano things. I'm not talking about like Mel Gibson.
That was my first thought. Was
so
exactly like Mel.
Yeah.
No, I mean, hey, we are Sony.
I feel
Here's
like-
a movie for you, Ezra.
If this had happened in the early 2000s, it would have been a possibility. Because you got the Robert Downey Jr. thing. He made a big comeback. But Miller, with just tweets and stuff like that, the circulations, as easy as it is to find out every single thing that they did, I don't think that it's gonna be a difficult one. It's probably gonna be a couple of lower indie movies or lower budgeted movies just to be like, hey, they're on the level, they're cool, they're not doing really anything, and then they'll work themselves back up because they weren't really doing too much. But they did have the Harry Potter movies.
Fantastic
I
Beasts,
say-
yeah.
If there's any chance, it does not happen this decade.
Agree. I feel like there has to be like a lot of like very positive, like intentional publicity stunts where it's just like he saved an orphanage from bankruptcy or like something really, really to get in good graces with people.
Definitely after this Flash movie, just sort of back it up for a little bit. And if this DCEU continues and it's not rebooted or anything, somewhere down the line where there's another Batman or Wonder Woman movie, they make a quick cameo and people be like, oh, and then you've got the excitement, and that excitement carries you to forgetting everything that they did horribly. And then maybe a small
I don't
comeback
think
from
that's
there.
enough.
Me
I don't
neither.
think that's enough for people to be like, I no longer care what they did.
No,
That's-
not
I don't
care.
care.
Not
I don't
care.
care enough not to support them
That's
in this
I mean that's
movie.
essentially what Mel Gibson did, and he's still in fucking obscurity.
But again, Mel Gibson owns a production company. He can do whatever they want. And Ezra does not. They are behest at whoever's gonna hire them. And I don't think the hiring will be there this
You
decade.
think this exact conversation happened in like a big board room?
Yo,
With
it has to, because otherwise they would have cut them off and just been like, yo, we're recasting or we're scrapping the movie. They scrapped Batgirl off of basically nothing. They're still trying to trudge this on. They're in the boardroom going, this is our tent pole. This is going to, our entire plan hinges on this Flashpoint bullshit.
Someone
So we
pulled
either
a PowerPoint just going, all right, here are our options. And it is what we're saying, like big press tour, disappear for a little bit, smaller indie movies, and they just go, Ezra, how do you feel about this? And they're not paying attention, of course.
no, their fist is already wound for the next Hawaiian.
It's that meme of like the dude in the board meetings and everybody gives like you know,
Cut them off.
yeah, in the business answers, and the one person who's being sassy like gives the you know moral answer, and they throw him out the building. You know what I'm talking about?
Fire them. No. All right, people. What can we do to save this Flash movie? Reshoots with Ezra, which they did. Apology tour, which they did. They WB brought them back in the middle of crimes, in between crimes, for
Police
reshoot.
looking for them, and they're like, oh, they're on set, but not no more. But yeah, R. Kelly did legitimately on screen provable in the mid 2000s.
Now, to be fair with it, there was enough doubt on his face that it wasn't him. There's enough doubt because it was a grainy video. There was enough doubt there.
was not.
There should have been no doubt, but there was enough for a lawyer to go, nah, that ain't them.
No.
No, I'm with you.
Muffs knew.
Hey, Mumps knew with that. Mumps knew with who was I thinking of?
Chris Brown.
I mean, that was public, and he was forgiven.
I'm an adult.
I think the days of you are forgiven for your heinous is over.
I think children are a different,
that's a different animal.
and I think a lot of the issues with Kelly going to jail and stuff was that there were so many children. I knew this, y'all. I'll fight for my life.
Michael
He should have never
got
did
away with everything that he allegedly did.
See, but there's enough doubt there. But hey, Muvs know. But how can they prove? And there was enough in that thing. Now, that's the one I was thinking of. Muvs know OJ. They know he did that.
The glove didn't fit, so we're good.
Muvs had a glove over the glove. He was wriggling his fingers like, it was like a ShamWow infomercial. Right before they introduced, you can't put on your gloves? What the
that whole day he's just soaking his hand in water in order for it to just get bigger. Like, come on. He's eating a bunch of salt trying to bulk up. Just like trying to get bloated. Like, you better
Why couldn't I have diabetes? I can swell him up.
Wow. What this started at. Have you guys seen The Ring of Power? We ended up.
Hey, don't tell us there's no news this week, all right? If you don't want this.
We will get us to an hour.
I know. I just where we started. It's the paths we weave, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Triton, Robert Downey Jr. was arrested for multiple gun and drug charges.
Yes.
2 felonies. 6. No. It's how many felonies? It's 6 arrests, 2 felonies, 3 misdemeanors.
But yeah, it was a lot of like, this is your last chance, and then he finally went to prison for a bit.
Yeah. And he was like, oh no, this is not the life I want.
And clean himself up.
Change that.
And then managed to land a role for this struggling Marvel film company.
Oh, bro.
And changed everything.
You know Sony is big hurt over the MCU.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had a chance to buy all of Marvel for like $150 million. You know they're the biggest hurt. I had something in my mind going back to what we were talking about with the issues of people. It doesn't matter. It's gone. Well, I made my point. Lock up horrible people.
There you go.
No, they've been trying to create the Spider-Man cinematic universe since Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Correct.
And it's not gonna happen. Because they can't get it together and make good movies.
Yeah,
They seem to think that, and it's the same issue that WB had. They seem to think that just connecting these people together is intriguing enough for people to go and see the stuff. Not realizing that the reason that people wanted to see Iron Man and Captain America together were because they had good movies to accompany them.
They put the work in. We know these characters. You don't have to spend too much time, because you got your Iron Man, Thor, and Cap. You don't have to spend too much time establishing them. You spend a little bit of time with Hawkeye and Black Widow. But then again, Black Widow already had a little bit of in Iron Man 2, so you don't have to spend
Her
too much
stuff wasn't even really explored until Age of Ultron, so
it's less time to explore characters and more time to put these muffs together and have them do stuff, which is what people want.
you had to do Cyborg, Flash, anybody else they wanted to bring up in that Justice League movie, and that was after having to establish
Aquaman.
who Batman was in Aquaman, and that was after having to establish who Batman was in Bats v Supes.
And also, the Avengers had the advantage of also having an established villain, so you didn't really have to establish him either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this
brought back
here is
Loki.
just like, here comes Steppenwolf. Everybody knows Steppenwolf, right? Oh, here he comes, stomping with his big axe. Ugh.
Mother.
And it's not even like you need a compelling villain to elevate your movie. Because people love Guardians of the Galaxy, but that villain was not good. And that's just factual information.
Yeah. Morbius sweep.
Morbius Sweep was the greatest.
I'm just like, what do you think is just in general the? Because like Sony has tried this multiple times, like with Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, kind of with Venom, but I think they swerved in a direction they weren't intending, and it kind of succeeded in a weird way. And then now with Morbius, just like what are they doing wrong?
They're too formulaic of what they assume people want out of a superhero movie. Because if you were to tell me that Morbius was an MCU movie, I couldn't disagree with it. Because all they did was the Marvel formula of a movie. They needed to make Morbius a hard R, and they needed it to make it really dark. Existential crisis of embody horror and all this extra stuff. But instead, they wanted this big fun rompy bush with a vampire man.
Like, they go too far with the romp.
All they needed to do was Blade. Blade was appropriately dark and appropriately silly.
Yes, it had a couple moments of humor, and it rarely came from Blade himself.
I think
it usually came from Blade's reaction.
The problem. My problem might be that they put too much focus on the main character and not enough on the world interacting with that character. It was literally,
which is you know what? That's a good point, because Blade did exactly that. It was mostly from the viewpoint of the doctor that he met.
Exactly. Blade was the main character, but he was not the main focus. And that's what allowed his character to thrive, because he was reacting to the world. The world wasn't reacting to him, which is what every Spider-Man movie has been.
Also, don't lie to me and say that Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 are any good. I've seen so many people on my Twitter just like, yo, Amazing Spider-Man 2 is my comfort movie. I almost wanted to unfollow him.
It's the goodwill from No Way Home.
It's not good enough.
It's that goodwill. It's that fondness that you just like, dang, maybe he was hitting. No.
That Andrew is he's
a good Spider-Man, not a good Peter at all.
No, he's a horrific Peter. And that's what we've been saying.
Yep.
Yo, how did you?
But yeah, like at least in the Amazing Spider-Man 1, I enjoyed most of the Spider-Man fight scenes, and then just his interactions, like his interaction with the cop as Spider-Man, in the one scene, and with that correct where he's in the back seat.
Yeah, there's
and that's about all the positives I can think of. All the stuff with Gwen is whatever. He's not Peter.
No, I liked the school fight with the lizard.
Yeah, I enjoyed that too. As all the Spider-Man fight scene stuff. Like, I enjoy how he fights with his webbing a lot in that movie. And basically all that goes away.
And I'll tell you something else I really liked was him shooting the webs in all directions in the sewer and just waiting for something to hit. Mm-hmm. I really like that type of investigative thing he did.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the secret underground subway cart in Amazing Spider-Man 2. What are we doing here?
His super secret spy dad.
Jesus Christ.
with his Sony laptop.
Oh boy, they were pushing Bio so hard. Here's Bing. Peter, you're like 18. You know you don't use that shit.
At least he learned in Amazing Spider-Man 2. He went back to Google.
Oh yeah, I tried that last search engine. It was trash. Ghost Rider, that's not Nick Cage. The thing is, Nick Cage, I feel like the movie did him a disservice.
Oh, that movie, that movie did not help him. It was ass.
Yeah.
I took her. Granted, the tickets were free. I took a girl to see that movie.
Mike,
Oof.
what are you doing? Why are you all your dates
Mike,
horrible?
I was a teenager.
Mike.
I didn't know
Mike.
better, man.
Why don't you pre-watch these movies to see
was
if they're
free
date
tickets!
appropriate? Okay,
Mike.
eat that $8, Mike.
Bro, you did that. You did Fantastic Beasts when I told you not to. I literally said to your face, do not watch that movie, Mike.
And
No, I'm gonna take this girl out to it. She loves Harry Potter.
She wanted to
this
go.
This is perfect.
She's the one who recommended the movie.
Where's she at? Where's she at?
Exactly.
She's happily married.
Whoops.
Still friends with her.
Fantastic Beasts turned my life around.
It was that day where I was just like, oh, I gotta change some shit. If this all is gonna be, I gotta do something.
It's like the story of their life, and just like camera cuts to me. It was all thanks to me, really. Oh boy. Oh man. So yeah, that's speaking of movie series that are dead. The next movie ain't coming out for that for sure.
No.
Oh boy. I'm seeing a bunch of stuff too come out just on the Harry Potter train. We're getting more trailers for the Hogwarts game.
Did you see the Slytherin door?
No.
That boy is hitting.
There was somebody on Twitter asked the worst question, or Reddit or something, which was like,
Who has the best entrance? It's like, why is this a question? You farming for replies. It's so obvious.
So basically, everybody's door opens in a special way, but it's not really special. Most of them are just magical doors that a crow or a raven closes their wings or opens their wings and opens the door. But for Slytherin, it's a blank wall. Then a snake slithers over the wall and there's a door. It's 1,000% cooler.
The Slytherin house is best house, fucking obviously.
And oh, dude, JK is
Trash.
ridiculous.
Absolute trash.
The murder mystery, whatever thriller she wrote.
Oh, I'm starting to turn on her.
Was it
It's getting
like-
funny.
was it like
It's getting
a third
'cause
of her book is fake tweets?
Yes, I'm turning. I said last week I was just like, I don't like being invested in her because it's just not funny. It's just hateful stuff. It's just dumb. Just shut up. But I'm turning. It's getting real funny.
And she's like, oh, I've been writing this for years. It just
Uh-huh.
so happened to coincide with this book. 1,000 pages for a thriller? No! Oh, dude, she's
DA has found a new
horrific.
target.
Yeah,
No.
you know Trump's going away. So
No. I'm good.
Bro, the Slytherin one is so much better than everything else.
It is the best entrance.
Hufflepuff is in barrel. What are we? We're supposed to clap for this?
Oh wow. Yeah, I have it up now. Hufflepuffs is in a barrel.
And why keg? Like no.
Wait, why am I a bum? Because I support comedy? My comedy? Things that I find funny specifically? I don't think that makes me
Your
a bum.
specific brand of comedy is bummery.
It is laughing at people doing
Irresponsibly stupid things.
irresponsibly dumb things. Just reprehensibly bad things.
With
I
the
find
straightest
that-
of faces.
Yes. It's like, what's wrong here? What's the problem?
Zero introspection. Zero looking in the mirror.
I do not know the backstory to that picture of Trump yelling at the person mowing the lawn, and I never need to because that's one of the greatest pictures of all time. I don't need to know anything more than that because it's so straight faced. It's like, this is what this man is.
This is what he believes
Yes.
is prep, dude. And JK doing this, dude, it's the same thing.
But yeah, are any of you gonna even play this game?
I will
Probably.
acquire it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that'd be the only way I would play
Yeah,
it
it looks
too.
fun.
I don't want to support. just the fact that I just see so much stuff from like different people, like trans folk, that are just like vehemently like, it's like I'm like, and you know, some people could say this is quote unquote overreacting, but I mean, to them, you know, they live a different life than me, so I can't really say that, you know, for a fact. Or just like, you know, people that like have, you know, or have sorts in their Twitter and stuff, like these people legitimately scare me. It's just like, you know.
One thing that I will say is I would advise people to not review bomb and things like that because that's only going to hurt the developers. JK, if she's going to want to do anything, a play, a book, a movie, whatever, she's going to have that. But some developers, some directors, some person who worked on lighting or character rigging or whatever, they don't have those opportunities. So I would advise against the whole let's just review bomb this and 0 stars and all that because it's not really
the thing.
fair, yeah.
The thing I disagree with there is the devs, for the most part, have already made their money. They're not gonna get kickbacks from it. They're not. There is some bonuses for like Metacritic scores, but that's usually for review sites and not user scores. All it is it speaks to the publisher how dissatisfied the consumer is.
But it could also speak to future job prospects for those people.
I have no idea of that because let's say that it ends up with a Metacritic score of like 88, or most reviewers are giving it 8+ review scores, and then all the user scores are like 2s. I don't think a person that's looking to hire the character rigger goes, yo, why'd you get 2 user scores? Well, here's my 8 actual review people scores.
But I think anybody worth their weight would be like, what are the people saying about this? And if you look up character model in those reviews, and you'll see all the character models are horrible down the board, you'd be like, hey, yo, what's up?
Now, that's the difference, though. I don't think they would ever say, oh, the character models are horrible. They would say, J.K. Rowling is a transphobe. 1 out of 10.
People disguise their I didn't buy this game, but I'm still gonna review it, or I didn't watch this movie, I'm still gonna review it. I agree with those and put right up at least semi-detailed reviews like that.
Let's just say that there's 100,000 review bomb scores. Are even 2,000 gonna do that?
Yeah, I just don't know. But I would just say it's not fair to them, and I would say don't.
It's not fair to
it's potentially not fair.
If you're gonna do the review bomb thing, don't do it for things in game unless they're actual problematic, like bugs that have come out, stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of games, what I have here, a couple of different game bits of news. This is a spicy one to me. 343 Industries has canceled split screen in Halo Infinite. After, and you know, this was a promise made years ago at this point, but they had promised in 2017 that every Halo in the future would have split screen multiplayer. Whoops.
Sounds about right.
Needless to say, you know, you look
How
up
many
any
more
news.
chances can they get?
I don't know. I honestly don't. Besides
wonder.
Master Chief Collection, which was a remaster of games that they themselves, for the most part, did not make.
And even that's not fair because when it first came out, it was bugged to
Correct. It got better, but they just haven't
It's
made a
years of
good
goodwill.
Halo.
No, that wasn't even the creators of Halo.
But-
They've
but
made, I think, one good Halo game out of 6.
It's got the name on it.
But at some point, you gotta go.
I'll say this: Kingdom Hearts would have to give me a good 5 games where I'm like, this is on the level of 348 over whatever. It's on that level before I just go, now hold on a second. Can we start getting some flames here?
I mean, we're at 5-ish. 4, 5, Infinite, Master Chief Collection. Okay, 4.
It's one more then.
I mean, it was. I think you
I
are
don't think
giving
they
a
can
little too much
survive
credit.
I honestly
Well,
do not
especially
think-
after the TV show.
It's been over a decade of
Halo
subpar Halo
is-
games.
one of, if not their biggest franchise. And they are doing subpar work with it. At some point, the brand is just going to be near irreparably damaged.
Honestly, the best Halo games that have probably come out in the last few years weren't even made by 343. They were made by Ensemble Studios, and they weren't first-person shooters. They were strategy games, Halo Wars.
Yeah, I've heard very good thing about Halo Wars.
Made by the people that made Age of Empires, and they make really good strategy games.
Now, Triton, I understand the 5 game thing, but let me give you a little bit of my mindset. The first time the stinker would show up, he'd be like, all right, not everybody
a
can,
stumble.
not all things hit. The second time it was like, come, it's fine. It's still Kingdom Hearts, whatever, it's fine. The third time, it's like, no, wait a second, I'm trying to. Wait, I know. Let the man cook. He's setting some stuff up. This isn't the best. But then the fourth time, I'm like, crap, this. And then the fifth time, like, all right, this sucks. We're done.
2 games of 6 out of 10. 1 game of 4 out of 10. That's where and then you would start going, hold up.
It would start going down after the third one, but then with the fifth one, it would be completely down. That's what it would be. It's just like it's so much goodwill built up. Gosh darn it!
But that's so. Capcom with Resident Evil, they went from 5 to 6, and they saw the backlash of 6 and went, all right, course correct.
Yeah.
One
Run it
game
back.
is all it
Run
took
it
where they
back.
were like, nah, we can't keep going in this direction. The fans don't want it. We got to switch this up. These
Yeah.
ones got 4-5 games deep, and it's like, we don't know what to do.
DA, this has real, like, you standing outside the window of your forlorn love with the boombox with Baby Come Back playing, like...
No. Yeah, they're out there at the boombox like, oh, come on back, here's Sora. I'm like, yeah, all right. Number 4, let's go.
You know, one of the YouTubers I watch, Daddy and Hip Hop, had a topic on this for music. How many albums would it take? How many bad albums would it take before you no longer check for an artist?
Mike, Dream Theory. Mike.
Hater.
Dream Theory?
Dream Theory, yep. Dream Theory of a dead man.
To me, it's a little bit easier with music because of things like Spotify, YouTube Music, YouTube, where you can just, without paying anything, check an album, you know?
Anything extra.
Yeah,
And also, an album is a lot less of an investment.
correct.
But then, no, that's the same thing with Game Pass then.
I'm going purely on an album is an hour. A game is 20.
Correct.
I feel like-
That's how I view it, too.
I feel like, but you get so much more out of a game. What are you doing?
This big old hair on my neck.
Oh yeah.
Oh
that's
my
weird.
goodness.
That's weird. But I think games will give you so much more enjoyment than a lot of music that it kind of evens out. Like how many bad M. Night movies did it take before people were like, oh, M. Night is the stinky poo-poo?
I think it was like 2 or 3.
It was at least 3.
Signs people were accepting of.
Yes. Lady in the Water.
Lady in the Water.
I think The Village was the first real turn where people like,
Yeah.
and then
The
everything
Last
happened.
Airbender.
We're not talking about that. That movie was fine. Shut up.
Ooh,
No,
it was
I
not
don't think
fun.
I don't think people even saw that as an M Night movie. So they were, that's not on M Night. Whatever. I think it was The Village was the first turning point where people started crooking their necks a little when they looked at an M Night movie.
Hold up.
And then the Happening happened, and they went skirt.
So it was Sixth Sense and then Unbreakable, which people
People
favor.
really like Unbreakable.
Signs, The Village, Lady in the Water, The Happening, The Last Airbender, After Earth. My goodness.
Little strange.
I'd forgot that movie. Isn't that the one with Will Smith and his son?
Yes, it is.
Oh
And
my
they've got
God.
dumb accents.
Oh, I forgot that movie existed.
I have never seen it.
Me neither.
It
That's
looked
the movie that caused his son to be emancipated from him.
It's a really bad movie.
You've seen
His son was so
Oh,
mad that his
I
father
can
let
see
him
it!
down
I
to that
don't
ruination.
remember.
And he emancipated himself because of his father's terrible life advice.
It is a horrible.
DA, I truly, truly need you to tell me, to remember why you ever watched that movie.
I can try.
Did you go to a theater for it?
No.
So you legit either watched it through a Netflix or something or downloaded it? What in your being would make you go, yes, I will watch After
I
Earth?
don't remember. I really don't.
Oh,
It could have been
nah,
I
that's not
watched
good
it
enough.
to hear the bad reviews and know exactly what they're talking about.
That's believable. Cause I know there's some bad movies out there, but I don't want to watch bad reviews until I watch the bad movie.
I'm gonna go with that. Because there were a lot.
That is an acceptable answer because I would do same.
In truth, he thought it looked fun, so he watched it, and then...
No, this is gonna be a good one. Just like with me and Gemini Man. I knew that was gonna be trash. Will Smith has to fight a younger version of himself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was not a good movie.
Boy, it's weird how Logan just did that so much better.
You know what? Logan is kind of what Morbius should have been.
Yeah, just like this quiet. There's
Kind of
some
sad.
action stuff, but it's more of an introspective. Like, yeah, I can walk, and I don't have my dumb blood disease, but is this worth it?
I'm out here killing people. I am a monster. And it is okay if I die.
Because at the end of the movie, spoilers for Morbius. I know that we've all seen it already, but spoilers for the end of Morbius.
Triton. I'm sorry, Triton. You need to tell me that you are joking right now.
Are we really surprised that Triton has bad?
No,
taste?
this is not acceptable. This is worse than the Oreo.
Oh no.
Which he keeps
Oh,
bringing up.
no.
At the end of Morbius.
I feel like Triton is one of those
Oh
people.
no, he's legit. He legit enjoys that movie.
I feel like Triton is one of those people that is not used to being ribbed for something ridiculous or stupid you've said.
At the end of Morbius.
Morbius.
Morbius has 2 vials, and one of it, he's like, I gotta kill my vampire friend with this one, and this one's for me. And there's never given a reason why he doesn't kill himself with that second vial. The vial doesn't break. He doesn't have a revelation about how I can help people with my vampire powers. Nothing like that. And I don't remember my point in bringing this up, but I'm still gonna bring it up.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Oh, the introspective, I'm a monster
Yes,
thing.
that was it. Yeah, there was never that moment in Morbius where it could have been and it should have been, but it wasn't. The blueprints for Morbius was there.
I need to rewatch Logan. It's been a really long time.
I thought you was about to say you need to rewatch Morbius.
No, that would imply I watched it previously.
Oh, that was on the list for bad movie days at the
And
Hangout.
that'll be the only time I watch it.
Wait. Did y'all really time that man out?
Yes!
Monster.
You actually timed him out.
Yes!
BG has timed people out for pettier reasons.
That's just. Oh my god, that's outstanding.
Anybody that has ever seen Gemini Man would agree with what I just did and would probably say I was too lenient.
I recognize the name, but like, I don't know what the movie. Oh, it's okay. It's the Will Smith one
He
you're
actually
talking
just
about.
tried to ask me to save him.
No, there's no saving here.
Oh my goodness.
What?
The budget was 138 million and it made 173 million. Why was the budget that high? Gemini Man.
They did. I don't know if they shot it for it or it was a post conversion, but they did a 50 frames per seconds version. And I remember because I bought the 3D ticket for it, and I was looking at it, and I went, "What?
120 frames.
Yeah, that's what it was. Sorry." And I remember watching it and going, "This looks too smooth, and it looks weird. What is this?"
Yeah.
And being the only man in the theater at the time, I looked it up on my phone.
Can you imagine if an employee came out just like, "Sir, you're gonna have to leave."
No, gladly.
So you're disturbing the other patrons. What, you?
Isn't that what happened with you? Where you were on your phone and when the attendant came up, he was like, so, dude, you gotta put that away. And DA was like, oh, I'm sorry, am I disturbing everyone else? He was the only one there.
Oh, did I say that?
Yes!
No, that's not. Come on, homeboy was just doing their job. What are you doing?
You said he laughed and then
Okay,
he was
good.
like, hey, I understand,
Yeah,
but it's
job
just
is
policy.
Okay, good.
That is one of the best things in the world, is seeing a movie where no one is fucking in the theater.
Hey, I saw Coco once by myself and I was singing them.
Unbelievable.
Singing them.
The last movie that I can remember seeing was the live action, the Power Rangers reboot movie. God, how long ago was that?
Yeah.
2018?
I feel like that was done dirt. I feel like they could have kept going with that.
They could have.
It
was pretty good, honestly.
Yes.
It just had the cow masturbation scene, and that was really the only grave offense.
Oh yeah, that is a thing. That
Or
happened.
I shouldn't say scene. That implies that they showed it. It was a joke. Oh boy. Compress removed the timeout. Yeah, they pushed for that movie super hard. I remember seeing a lot of whatchamacallit, a lot of trailers for it and stuff and different things like YouTube and what have you. Let's see here. Any other little bits of news? We talked about that. Halo canceling sprint screen. Trailer for and DA, we got to go back and beat River City Girls 1. River City Girls 2 4-player co-op they showed off.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, we gotta try getting Uno going.
Ooh, yes we do. It did update, and I believe this is a different computer. So,
Yep.
you know, knock on wood. It fucking works.
We should all test it out any given day and then pick a
absolutely.
date and do that.
There you go.
I mean, things are about to get easier on that front for me. So yeah, we can do that.
Does anyone watch the trailer for the latest trailer for the Winnie the Pooh horror movie?
Yes, dude. What are they doing?
They know what they're doing. I ain't even gotta see it.
The fact that we're talking about it is what they're doing. They know what's up.
I
have no interest in actually seeing it.
Oh no.
I am just
No, I will.
I am just sitting here like, why does this exist?
I will see it if it is either really good or really bad.
You'll see it 'cause
I hope
really
it's
bad.
really, really bad.
I'm not looking for a 4 to 6. No, sir. That's
What is
the
this
worst score.
Just,
It might.
I mean,
it might be worth it for the January meetup, y'all.
My case horror.
yeah.
Oh, look at that 100 and cheesy. Oh my goodness. Get in there.
Honestly, probably too. Like, what is the budget for this movie? Have they released that yet?
$13.
Honestly, if they sell a movie ticket, they're probably making profit. You know.
They hired the actors first and then was like, hey, yo, what y'all got on the budget? Who putting in?
Hey, we're setting up a GoFundMe.
I don't think they've announced it yet. Although, yeah, declined to reveal the budget.
Decline.
Yeah, although, yeah, Waterfield declined to reveal the budget for the slasher flick. He said audiences shouldn't be expecting this to be a Hollywood-level movie.
Yep.
There you go.
Disaster.
No, be a
Hey,
fact. It's all right.
hey, again. They sell that opening weekend. They get enough people in them seats purely on name alone. They made profit for sure.
Yeah, people are gonna definitely see this for the goof.
Mm-hmm.
This is the perfect type of introductory bad movie day bad movie, even without seeing it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Facebook Gaming, one of the last vestiges of Twitch competitors that aren't YouTube, is shutting down after 2 years.
It's crazy.
What? Why?
I know somebody that's exclusive through them.
Yep. I mean, it probably doesn't help that one of the biggest names that they got an exclusive deal end up being a pedo, but you know.
Oh, who was that?
Zero.
Oh.
Whoops.
Right.
That was one of the names that they got off of Twitch to be an exclusive Facebook Gaming multi-million-dollar deal. Yeah. Zero is indeed the Smash guy. So there's that. Also, DC Fandome getting canceled this year because Warner Brothers is canceling everything and they got nothing to show.
They were. Oh no, or was that Disney?
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, I think it's Disney Expo or whatever that's bringing out a.
Oh,
there was some-
D23 is popping off.
Yeah, there was some trailer that they teased that I wanted to see. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, they got nothing. They've got Black Adam coming out this year, Aquaman coming out this year,
No,
Flash
next year.
coming out.
Next year. Aquaman got delayed till next year.
For what?
It was
You
coming
know
out.
Why?
It was coming out
They gotta
originally
airbrush
when
all
they
that
pushed.
shit out of there.
Yeah, it was coming out originally when they pushed Shazam 2. Shazam was supposed to come out earlier, then they pushed it to where Aquaman was, and then they pushed Aquaman out to like December of next year because of Amber Heard.
No, they're trying to wash everything from that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Hold on. Black Adam poster. Let's see. I have not. Images.
Oh.
Oh, is it
They
the...
are.
Oof. Oof. Is it the one with the really bad lightning?
Oh no.
Wait, there's a Photoshop mistake? What? Hold on. Oh, I've been removed. Fuck, man! The DC Cinematic Reddit removed this Reddit post. I want to know!
Yeah, you got to. No, sorry. Sorry, cucks.
Hold on, I'll get this up on stream real quick. Man, the movie itself doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, it looks perfectly serviceable.
Mm-hmm. which is
Oh, their upcoming movies are filth. Warner
DC?
Bros. Is finished.
Ooh. Just like in general, or are you talking DC in particular?
Oh no, I'm talking Warner Bros.
Okay. So they canceled so much. All right, here. Get to this. First of all, Jesus, it's a tiny picture. Adjust that. Ah,
Always the tiniest.
there we go. There it is. That lightning looks like shit.
Oh my!
Did they like? They did. Oh, they like superimposed the lightning on his chest
Mm-hmm.
because you can see it's blurry at the bottom and it doesn't cover all of the lightning bolt because there's a little bit on the top left. And it looks like there's a little bit of a glow. It looks like they used the Gaussian blur for the edges and everything up. This is horrible.
Like,
Is that Poison Ivy?
I don't know who that is. Hot girl?
That's the way Poison Ivy looked in Batman and Robin with the little double thing. Red hair, everything.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else around this. I want to make sure that this is real. It shouldn't be.
I hope not. I sincerely hope not.
Sincerely.
Black Adam previews, Pierce Bronson.
Oh my god.
Let's see.
That can't be real. No, there's no way. It's got to be fan made.
It's got to. I see the little watermark in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, it's a fan made.
It's got to be.
No, it's definitely fan made.
I'm hoping so.
No, it's fan made.
The lightning
Mike.
alone.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, this is
Thank
fake.
goodness. Thank goodness.
Thank God. Thank the Lord. Get me in there.
All right. Besides that, we're actually almost at time. Any games that we're playing right now? So actually, yesterday finally beat Xenoblade 150 hours in.
Oh,
Dude, Monolith Soft has found a RPG formula that is like tailor-made for me.
Hey, you know what? I feel the same way with the Atelier series. So
It checks all my buttons, and this game, I will say, I am going back and forth in my head right now for best Xenoblade. It was really, really good. Tied the previous two games in quite nicely. Like, there's only one character out of the many, 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 many characters that are in this game that I did not like. But like, her whole character is meant to be like to get on your nerves and be crass, and it succeeded in that. But I just didn't like it all that much.
That's fair.
But yeah, just overall, very, very good game. DA, I would at least. Why did the chat move down? I just noticed that. That's weird. Hold on one second. I would recommend you at least watch Xenoblade 2 cutscenes to get familiar with some of the characters and story.
I'm gonna play it.
Okay. All right.
When does Bayo 3 come out?
October? End of October?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, I remember because I was thinking like that's right around
I looked at
Yomi time.
In one of my more recent streams, I looked at games that were coming out, and it was like Bayonetta 2. I was looking for games to stream, and I'm like, Bayonetta 2, I know DA said he wanted to do that, but like if for some reason he doesn't, that's on the table. And I think like the next game was like in November, and it was Pokemon.
October 28th.
Good time.
Yes.
October. Chunky.
Play all the Bayo
Is
games.
coming out.
Bayonetta is really good.
Is it?
Yeah, they officially announced it. Oddly enough, at a college football game.
Oh yeah, because they did the halftime show.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yep, so
They did a special One Piece presentation.
It's in October.
Jesus Christ, because I legitimately just looked this up like
Yo,
4 days ago.
Yeah, I think it was last week on there where you were like, "Yeah, it's coming out next week." I mean, it's coming out in October, and then you looked it up and you couldn't find really anything about it. But no, it's October now. Good luck finding a singer, cause that Edo chick, she got them pipes.
Mm.
The singer for Uta, the new girl in the
Shanks' daughter or whatever.
Yeah.
But any games you guys are playing right now?
I am going to play Deathloop. I already have it downloaded. I just need to play.
What game? Sorry.
Deathloop.
Deathloop. Okay. I started it, but just like for whatever reason, Bethesda games just they don't hook me. I don't know why.
It needs a little some for me. Because people, they love Fallout. They love Skyrim. I don't love Fallout. I don't know Skyrim. I like them enough. I don't know what it is because I like dialogue options and all of that stuff. It just does not hit with me. I think I'm just kind of tired of open world games.
I guess Deathloop is kind of open world in a way.
I count that more as like open space.
Yeah. Yeah, I really loved Fallout 3 and then just, for whatever reason, just fell off the Bethesda train hard. I think it was like I played Fallout, Oblivion, Fallout 3, and Skyrim like back to back to back, basically, as they like came out.
Yeah.
And it just kind of, I was just like, okay, all Bethesda games are this. And it just, and then I started playing another Bethesda game. I'm like, oh, it's the same thing. And just, I think I was like, I started playing Dishonored, and I'm just like, eh.
Did you ever play New Vegas?
I never did. And Alfonso just said it. I know you're going to say it. I've always heard it's the best one by far.
By far.
Just haven't picked it up yet.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one.
It's on the list, the ever-growing list.
Oh, dude, I don't even open my Steam account anymore and look at the games. It's scary.
But Triton, to answer for a Minecraft server, I've definitely thought about it. At some point, I'm going to be like next year-ish, building an actual server. Which most of it'll be for like videos and like storing videos and stuff like that. But since it'll be a thing that's always running, I will probably end up putting a Minecraft server on that bad boy. So there's that. At some point. Yeah, I know that the next game on the docket for me, which will be streamed, is Stray. Been meaning to play.
I got Stray downloaded too. There was somebody recently that just kept telling me how good Stray was. It might have been V-Man.
DA, what playthrough of Borderlands are you on now?
I just finished my third. Thank you very much.
Your third
knew it. I fucking knew it.
I mean, there's a new class.
No, the third of which one?
Oh, the new one. Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Do you ever consider that you might have a problem?
Do you want to hear the truth or a good sounding lie?
The lie can't be good enough because I know it's gonna be bush.
I often think that and this is a thing that I've often talked about. Yes, I do. Then, which is why I don't get into things like Minecraft, because I have a very addictive personality, and things that I like, I love.
The second you get into Minecraft, it's a wrap.
It's a busy wrap. I'm gonna be wanting to build things and make things and all sorts of things, and it's like I ain't got no time for anything else. So yes, I do think that I have a problem. Thank you for allowing me to confront my demons.
This is an intervention.
It's the only way you're gonna get better.
I'm not. It's a great game. But I finished that, and
There's other games.
And I finished that, and I'm currently playing Yakuza 3.
Oh.
It is a game that I've never played before, isn't it, BG?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Up.
Continuing the trek. How many do you have left?
Yes. 4, 5, 6.
And then
I'm gonna replay 7, and then I'm gonna replay 0.
Then Lost Judgment Lost Judgment, those ones.
Yes, and then I go on to Judgment and Lost Judgment. This is currently and presently it is. I like the story. I hate the combat. The story is
Hey, how about that?
he's basically retired from the Yakuza. He's off like running an orphanage, and I'm like, oh, didn't expect this. And he's just this dumb big happy family man. And then it's the whole thing of they keep pulling me back in, and now he's just like, oh, one final job, and I'm like, all right.
Did my PS Plus expire? Because I do not care about it. I'll need to look into that.
Ralph, what about you?
Lately for me, I've been taking a break from a lot of like other games and just kind of focusing on playing strategy games. I've been playing a lot of Anno 1800 and Civilization 6.
I don't know what it is about strategy games. It will never happen for me.
Big same.
It's a fun.
I mean,
little
in a sense,
teaser,
like,
to be honest with you,
there are some that are more story driven than others, like StarCraft.
It's not about the story. It's about the gameplay itself.
Okay, but I just know you tend to be a big plot man, and those games
biggest.
tend to be lacking in that regard.
The biggest.
Man, it's hit and miss for me. Like, I don't like the Civ style of strategy games. I more enjoy like the Age of Empires, Halo Wars type, like
RTS,
real time strategy games. Yeah.
I enjoyed XCOM. XCOM and XCOM 2.
That's I guess turn based strategy, kind of Fire Emblem esque.
Yeah, I
BTS.
enjoy Fire Emblem too.
Okay.
I can get into that. There was a game like that on the Xbox 360, and I don't remember if DA will remember it. Enchanted Arms. Enchanted Arms did it. You'd remember Enchanted Arms if you saw Enchanted Arms.
Probably.
And I enjoyed that.
Isn't not really. I just the one game that I remember that like it had like kind of movement like a real time strategy game, but it really wasn't. And just every time we bring this game up, DA has a little bit of a fangasm, but Resonance of Fate. But just the whisper.
That's what I was thinking of. Enchanted Arms. Okay. Yeah, I like the Enchanted Arms. I like the South Park.
Yeah, where you do the flips in the air. But Alex, I saw you answer it before. I believe we are not going to Youmacon this year.
I know I'm not.
I got my platinum on deck, so I kind of gotta go.
Yeah.
DA is going to Youmacon this year.
DA is going to Youmacon this year.
Understand for DA.
And I hope you also understand for DA, because on Tuesday, I got a nice little email like, hey, yo, Story of the Year coming up to Detroit. I was like, oh, word? I'm not letting Story of the Year go by.
Hey,
absolutely not.
I can't even blame you, because Gavin Dance is supposed to come here, and I went, maybe.
I went,
Except,
yes.
Oh, the Screamo dude in the band, his doctor was like, no, you need a month off right now.
Is it for your voice can't handle it, or is it because of the big cough?
It can't handle the touring.
Okay.
You need to rest your vocal cords right now.
Or else.
So they canceled a super thing event.
Big bands.
Yeah. And they pushed back a lot of their tour dates a month, especially in Europe, because I think they were supposed to start going to Europe later this week.
No, I'm not letting them go by.
I understand.
I don't.
Did you go see drugs?
No, I didn't.
Oh, dude.
And I've regretted it every day since.
Hey, say with me, AEW came here. It was one of their best shows, and I'm the big sad. One of my greatest regrets in wrestling is that I never got to see Christian live. And he was in there, and he cut a fire promo, and I was the big sad.
Now we got to start living our lives, people.
Yeah,
this thing is over. We beat it.
How many matches do you think I saw when I went to Family Dollar. And if your number is anything above 0, you are incorrect. And that includes the workers.
Yep. It's
One.
over.
You.
Let's
No,
take a
'cause I
look at
didn't
the
see
map
it.
since we're talking about it. This over disease. How many people caught it last week? Still on a downward trend, which is good. U.S. Went up a teeny bit from last week.
Oh, great.
We're at 623K,
Game it.
655K.
Tuesday, story of the year. Tuesday.
Hey, I get it. I get you.
That's when.
Hey, there's a lot of great stuff coming up soon.
It's story of the year, Escape the Fate in Hawthorne Heights.
Wow.
Word?
I
I
was
in love Hawthorne
I'm
Heights.
in love Hawthorne Heights. I'm like, sure.
I
And
saw.
I know
I've
enough of Escape the Fate where I'm like, yeah, rock it.
You know,
I was never the biggest fan of Hawthorne Heights. Like it's one of those things where I've never disliked their music. It just wasn't my cup of tea. They went to one of the big metal festivals here in Columbus, and this is one thing I'm like, if I ever see them, I need to see them in Ohio, and they need to sing the song. And I saw all that, and I am a content man in terms of Hawthorne Heights.
Iowa's for Lovers is a good song.
The
It is a very
second
good song.
You get the thing you want.
It's like,
I'm
alrighty then. But that was the thing that we talked about before with Vanilla Ice, where he opened with Ice Ice Baby, and then people started to leave when he played the second song, and then he just played it again.
Why? I got your money.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
out!
They definitely saved that song towards the end of their set. And you bet every person that was in that pit was screaming, "'Cause my heart is in Ohio!" It's like,
Who has been your favorite performer you saw live?
Ooh.
And I have two answers to this. One is Taproot.
Baby
because
Metal
the
is up
lead
there.
singer-
Baby Metal's
the
up
lead
there.
singer of Taproot was a monster performer. They have a song called Smile where he during the hook he would go, "I just want to see you smile," and he put his finger in his mouth and force himself to smile while singing. And I just went, that's just showmanship. The other was Lupe Fiasco, and because it was such an intimate setting, after every one of his songs, rappers, they don't need to set up big set plays and DJ and all that stuff. As long as they got their instrumental, they can do whatever they want. After every song, this dude would go, "Play this song!" And Lupe, he was in his like 7th song, and he was about to go into his 8th. He was like, "Nah, play the song." And he started playing the instrumental. He'd sing like 4 bars, and then he hold the mic up for the dude to sing. He went, "You better know every word." And then he just played the song. I loved it. Yeah,
There's a couple.
showmanship is big for me over like lights and stuff.
Yeah, there's a couple of shows that stick out to me that I can think of. A couple of different ones from Affiance. Their last show is something that I will never forget. And then the last show that I saw in Columbus, where it was just in some little dive bar, and there was like 10 of us, and they were playing their "Get Up Off the Ground" song called "The Warrior," where they had the end chant of "Get up off the ground," and he was like, he gave the mic to all of us, and we passed it around. He's like, "Last one, you don't use the mic, you just scream it." And someone held the mic up to their face. He's like, "No, you fucked it up. You fucked it up. Play the breakdown again." Like the rest of the band's like, "What? He's like, "Play it again." Patrick's like, "Okay." And they played it again, and someone else fucked it up again. He's like, "Play it again." And the rest of the band's like, "Fuck you, we're done." It was just such a fun little moment just between the people, like the fans that were there, all 10 of us, and the band. Like I went up to the guitarist, like, "Have you guys ever done that before?" He's like, "No, we've never fucking done it before." Baby Metal just puts on an amazing show. Those girls, they go hard. There was a moment when I saw Disturbed at Sonic Temple where they were playing the song "Into the Light," and I have a video of it where he like instructed the crowd to, when I say the lyrics "Into the Light," I need all of you in this, because it was in a soccer stadium, so there's a pit down below and then everybody else in the stands. He's like, I need every one of you to hold up your cell phone lights, all of you. And it illuminated the stadium, legitimately. There were all the other lights were out, and it was just cell phone lighting, and the entire fucking stadium was lit. It was nuts. And then the last one that comes to my head in terms of showmanship, Papa Roach.
Really?
That man, he was the secondary, like the before the headliner for one of the Sonic Temples, either like Friday or Saturday show. And they had an elaborate stage performance, and that man is still living in the 90s. And that
Sounds right.
so much fucking energy. They started with Last Resort, and the rest of the show was
really?
still fucking good. It was
Okay.
really fucking good.
Boy, that's showing your nuts. Like, all right, we opened it with this, and the energy gonna stay up. Watch.
Yeah. Like, it was just like, we got to the end of it, I'm like, that was fucking awesome.
You know what? That's smart, because you know people would save their energy for the last resort because it's coming sooner or later. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get kinda up, and then last resort I'm gonna go crazy. No, go crazy, stay crazy.
Yeah, he had, it was like that. He had a really good duet with, I'm forgetting her name. The lead singer of In This Moment.
I know what you're talking about. I love her too.
Yeah,
She's great.
yeah. It was funny because, like, that's another person, speaking of showmanship, I always call her Metal Lady Gaga, and it's true because she just has elaborate fucking outfits and stage presence and stuff, too. And the thing I remember about that is the top was, like, from her previous set she had earlier in the day, but then she had jeans on, which was really funny. But yeah, there's like, honestly, metal festivals, dude. Metal and rock festivals, you see a lot of good shit.
Yeah, Vans Warped Tour.
I'm telling you guys, when things like calm down a bit, and then if they bring back Sonic Temple, you guys need to come down.
Definitely. I'm down.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
It's a full weekend. DA won't be able to stand the sight of me because I'll just be drinking the entire weekend.
I got 3 for my performances. Panic at the Disco. They put
Ooh.
on a really good show.
I can imagine.
Because it was a lot of their songs, they just sort of had like people acting out. Like, I write sins and not tragedy. Yeah, I try and deal with that. They had people like acting out like a married, people in full marriage outfits, and they're just arguing and stuff like that. It was kind of like a play in that sort of way. It was really, really
Sort of like the
good.
performance you would see in the Grammys.
Yeah.
This big over the top.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, the lead singer of oh my god,
Don't know the band, don't know the singer.
hold on.
We're gonna
I'm-
wait.
Go ahead. I'm gonna look this up. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm blanking.
Okay.
It goes along with like having like a really elaborate stage performance during their set.
The next one is Weird Al, because obviously the man is just the quick outfit changes that he did was just crazy. He went from fat to Jedi robes, and like, because he would play like a minute of he had a bunch of videos about things that he's been in, cartoons that he's been in, things that he guest stars, and he'd show that, and then he'd come back and then boom, right into it. Like, that's way too quick for all this. And the last one is just Gorillas. It's just a big stage thing with the screen, the characters. One time they were just like, they had the holographics come up. It was just like, it's way too expensive to do that. One holographic walked on stage, waved, and walked off. It was like 25 seconds easy. It was like, that was like $30,000. But they've got the whole big choir. They've got multiple like drummers, multiple guitar people. Damien, you could tell that he just loves music, because when he's not playing piano or when he doesn't have a part or anything, he'll just sit down and watch. He's not like, I gotta perform. No, he's sitting down and watching. It's like, just watching him watch this stuff is just a joy.
Speaking of the Weird Al thing, I am really looking forward to that movie.
Yeah, it looks great.
It looks really
It's
good.
a lie.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
fat
what
lie.
somebody said on Twitter. It's like, this is the perfect representation of what a Weird Al movie should be. Complete lies.
Just over the top and
Yes.
lying.
And it looks really good. And Daniel Radcliffe is doing a good job as well.
So train of thought was it was a side project of a lead singer, and the band was Tool that I was trying to think of.
There you go.
The lead singer Maynard, he has a side project called Pucifer. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Puscifer. And the beginning of the show was an amateur wrestling match. They had a wrestling ring on stage. And it was a bunch of luchadors doing like actual wrestling moves and stuff. It was a smaller ring, but it was legitimate. They were doing like, moonsaults off of the top rope and stuff. And it was like, okay. And then, the band came on, and then all the songs and stuff like told a story, and the act, like all the wrestlers were still a part of the whole performance and like doing like dance moves and stuff like behind them during the show.
Sounds great. Where was this?
Where I saw that show?
Yeah.
In Columbus.
It's probably not AAA then. It was probably some more local luchadors. Okay.
I think it was people that was touring with them.
Okay, yeah, that makes way more sense. It might have been AAA then. It might have been some AAA performers.
I have to like really Google it to be sure, but yeah, another odd one for sure. All right, Ralph, any memorable shows?
I have not been to a concert since Green Day when I was 17.
Oof,
Really?
that needs
I
to
have
change.
not had the money. Things are changing.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
He also currently
I saw Taproot for $10.
he also currently
Again,
lives in the middle of a cornfield, so
Yeah,
The-
nobody's
the-
coming there.
The not having money thing is the problem because I haven't had the money to travel to go.
Yeah. Plus, who would come there?
Uh-huh. I mean, Chicago is nearby, but you'd have to travel there.
What's nearby?
come to Riot Fest next weekend.
But what's Chicago like? It's close.
An hour.
2
and a half.
hours. Oh, hour and a half. Yeah, that's really close. That's a work commute for some people.
Yes.
Dang, if
But-
you had money.
Exactly.
There's so many events. There's so many
Uh-huh.
things
Yes,
I
sir.
love in Chicago.
And then the last thing I just kind of wanted to talk about, just while it's fresh in our minds, My Hero. This is why I tell people that a character is not dead until there's like
No,
some dramatic
Mike,
ass fucking
This
thing.
is bush.
Yes, I agree. But a character is not dead until some dramatic multi-panel thing of the people crying over the corpse happens.
Not necessarily, because several people died in One Piece without that.
That's One Piece.
I don't see the purpose of multiple two-page spreads of just like, this muff is dead, y'all. He's dead. Mourn him.
Please understand that he is not coming back. Oh, wait, no. I am a person that you have no attachment to, audience, and I have no attachment to Bakugo. I will save him. Never mind, he is coming back.
Someone compiled it. Deadshot has been in around 25 chapters. Some of them are just background, here he is. Some of them are actual words and he's doing stuff.
In
He is
less than
nobody.
50 panels.
Nobody. And I hate the fact that Horikoshi went. It wouldn't make sense for him to just hop in his body. He needs to be sterilized. So let me just give him this bubble. How did he get the bubble, Horikoshi? He's a string man. Wouldn't the bubble pop or go away or something? Horikoshi, you thought about the fact that he needed to be sanitized, but nothing else.
He's not thinking about the way blood works,
No.
the way heart valves work.
A heart is an insanely complicated thing.
Insanely.
It's not just I just need to patch this up and then just rock it. No.
As we have learned, it is real complicated.
I mean, like he had to go to some depth because you didn't have a Naruto Jesus to revive a dead person, you know?
But you could go into depth without being this thing. Like even his heart stop, I'm gonna do CPR from the inside in out. That would make more sense to get the heart flowing. As opposed to, I will become his heart.
And also with the Naruto Jesus thing, Naruto has an attachment to Guy. Guy, he put all he had into that. He kind of sort of almost beat Madara. At the very least, he stalled him. Bakugo, he just rocks up the Shiggy, does a backflip, and then his heart blows up. He didn't douche. He wasn't gonna douche. But they're just like, oh, get him in here. Sacrifice 2 month top 5 heroes for this. Miracle,
Killing it. Killing it.
where is this coming from?
What do you
This
mean?
man must just have a fetish and he's just like, I'm gonna give her everything.
But he has legitimately done 2 side characters that are top 5 in his manga.
Legit.
And Gentle and Miracle. How?
It's crazy how good she is with such little words. It's just, I'm gonna do it. Up and do it.
Just that monstrous face smiling. Just like, let's go.
You ain't got to regret when I die, but I'ma do it. I'ma get my done.
I'd rather die with no regrets than live with him. Let's go.
She's mocking Shiggy like, oh, the great demon lord is concerned for me, and she's kicking the shit out of him.
Lazy
What the
says
f are you
that
doing,
gentle-
Horikoshi? Do that
gentle
for
stuff was
everybody. You got a
okay, yeah.
5-star manga.
Nah, we ain't got time.
You do that in the middle of all this trash?
a drop of water in the desert.
Legit smiling. I am a dumb, smelly mark. Are you caught up in Ippo?
Yes, of course.
And when Ippo put them gloves on and got in the ring with Vork, I started smiling.
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
this is not what I want
you
at all. But I'm smiling because it's so awesome. And
It
this
was
is
such a
kind of
good-
what I want. And he's doing this dumb Ippo stuff. I just gotta be useful. I gotta help him. I have to.
It's not good enough. And I gotta go harder.
And this is the exact opposite of what I want, and it's the only thing that I've ever wanted. And this is what this is. You've got one of the worst manga plot points, one of the worst manga moments, definitely in 2022, but top 5 of all time here. But then you just got Miracle. She has, 3 sentences? And she's kicking the out of Shiggy. And this is amazing.
After she gets her leg or arm bitten off, what gives, huh? You're so gentle, Mr. Demon Lord. She's flirting.
Just straight up.
I love her.
It's like if you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't even notice she lost her
I don't
arm.
know what it is about fiery manga women, but I in love
And
them
she's
because I
one-
love the old girl in Black Clover too.
And she's one of the most fiery.
But
Just,
no,
I got one leg, but that leg is gonna kick the out of you. And you just hear that and you just go, I want to engage in this manga.
I believe that she
Yes,
will.
and she does. Man, if she was just a head, she'd be headbutting the motherfucker.
True.
Biting them.
She's
Legitimately
the best.
biting
You
him.
got this Bakugo edge shot. horrible. What happens when he gets up? Nothing.
Nothing. No. Didn't you see? He dodged one of Shicky's moves. He knows how to hurt him.
Oh, it's horrible.
You know what's coming?
Just
The
let
clap.
Miracle kick him to death.
Everybody would hate it, and I'd be like, "That's the appropriate end." Any other would have been. Hey! It was great to see you, Mirio. Where are you right now? What are you doing right now?
Blinding Shiggy, I guess.
Miracle was in the grasp of that muff for how long? And he did nothing when he could make her intangible? Did Horikoshi forget?
Well, he
Now
can't make
Shiggy
other
got this
people
dumb-
intangible. He can only
What'd you
make
say?
himself.
He can make other people intangible.
Can he?
Yeah. He showed that with
He
When
couldn't.
he first met Deku, I think he showed it.
Because like
Or,
he would,
say something about
in terms of blocking, he blocked the quirk stealing bullet. He couldn't. If he would have, if that were true, he could have made Eri intangible. I don't think he can make other people intangible.
I mean, but with that same type of thing, he could have just jumped everything out the way. He could have just pushed her down. Who knows? It doesn't matter. The point is, this is trash.
He should be the most broken being in existence. And this is worse than him not having a quirk. He's just being written to suck.
Okay, what I thought was going on in the scene where Bakugo gets impaled, I took it as Mirio was making Bakugo intangible. Thus, that's what I took it as. I might be wrong in that though,
Which is fine.
because if he put his whole arm through his chest, what is this little baby? Oh, his heart's got a little. No, it doesn't. It's gone.
No, because we saw that with in Gran Torino. Half his body was a hole, and then it wasn't. No, you can stop this, Mike. You are clapping because you are right about a horrible manga.
Sure.
This is not how it should work. This is horrific.
I'm not disagreeing there, but I was right.
God, I hate my hero.
Oh boy. With that, I think we will call this episode a close. Mr. Factman.
Yeah, just normal facts.
Oh, normal how many?
I've been on the ball lately.
How many?
I was looking through the Wikipedia. 81.
80.
Number.
80.
Very odd number.
18.
AD, I said.
No, I said 18.
Oh, 80 and 18.
34.
What was it?
34.
34. We got 18, 34, 81. Oh, 80, 81.
23.
23, 18, 23, 34, 80, 81. Two people picked 23. Come on, y'all. Y'all slipping. Unbelievable. Unbelievable
Did
bummer.
someone say 14?
14 is good enough.
Okay. 'Cause I thought I heard 14. I like this one. I'll pick 14. It's my executive decision.
Oh.
In 1965, a patent was filed for a birthing apparatus, which would spin pregnant women around at as much as 7 Gs until the baby was flung out from the centrifugal force.
Did it go to market?
What do you think?
A noise. I was just like stunned, and like a noise just came out of me. The baby would die.
Oh my goodness!
They got
Link.
a picture of it?
Link. Send
Oh,
Link.
Lord. That's a torture device.
Yeah, legitimately. This is a medieval torture.
What you?
Birthing apparatus. Apparatus for facilitating the birth of a child by centrifugal force.
Where?
Oh
Where?
man, there's
I got you.
a mock-up as well. They made this.
Oh boy. There's a fucking net.
Bruh, of course there's a net.
Oh, safety first, Michael.
Ooh, hold on.
This is
Boy,
7 G's we're talking about.
this is up there with the Pope picture for me. What the fuck?
Humanity is a weird fucking thing.
What are we doing here, people?
Hold on. Hold the fuck on.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Oh, that's horrific.
It's the face mask thing that's getting me. Cause that looks
Face
legitimately like torture.
Yeah, I guess they gotta keep all that puke in.
We think of interesting things as a species.
All right. Here it is.
Bro, if you told me this was a saw device,
You'd be like, yeah, this looks horrible, man. It's gonna split your face in half or something. Oh no, this is for safely birthing children in the 60s?
Just wow.
This is so huge and cumbersome.
it's so intricate.
This is
Okay, but what about the umbilical cord?
That's
like
after,
a
man.
bungee-
You turn it off.
It's a bungee cord. It's a bungee cord that just pulls it back.
Wow.
And like I said,
Oh yeah, no, I linked that too.
I'm
This is
reporting
here.
y'all to Twitch. Shut up. Alex, shut the fuck up.
All right. With that.
baby comes
You can
flying
show,
out.
You can show nudity for educational purposes.
And it's not even like.
There's no nudity there.
Yeah. You don't really see anything. With that, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. It's not next weekend, but I think the weekend after I might not be here. Ralph, will you be here next week?
I will.
I was like, you weren't supposed to be here this week, so I'm assuming you'll be here next week, but
It's very possible.
could have ended it right there. We could have. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We will see you all next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.